The cold wind howled through the empty streets as Aiden pulled his coat tighter around him. His breath came in short, visible puffs, dissipating into the night air. He glanced over his shoulder, his heartbeat quickening. He wasn't sure if the footsteps behind him were real or just a trick of his anxious mind, but he wasn't willing to take chances. Turning a corner, he pressed himself into the shadows, willing himself to disappear. The dim street lamp flickered overhead, casting eerie, broken light onto the cracked pavement. His pulse pounded in his ears as he strained to hear beyond the rush of the wind. There it was again, the soft, deliberate crunch of footsteps on the icy ground. Aiden clenched his fists, his fingers numb with cold. He had to keep moving. He darted across the street, his boots skidding slightly on a patch of ice. His breath hitched as he reached a rusted metal door and pushed against it. It groaned in protest before giving way, and he slipped inside, closing it just as carefully behind him. Darkness swallowed him whole. He pressed his back against the cold metal, trying to steady his breathing. The scent of damp wood and rust filled his nose. He listened. Silence. Had he imagined it? Or had whoever was following him decided to wait him out? Minutes stretched into eternity. Then, a creak, too close to be the building settling. Aiden's stomach clenched. He wasn't alone. His eyes adjusted to the darkness, picking out the faint outline of broken furniture and discarded crates. He took a slow, measured step backward, his boot barely making a sound against the dusty floor. If he could make it to the opposite exit, a shadow moved. Aiden's breath caught in his throat. The figure stepped forward, and for the first time, he saw the gleam of a blade catching the faint light seeping through the boarded-up windows. No more running. Aiden set his jaw, bracing himself. The night was far from over. Bella dials Nathan again. Voicemail. She texts him. No response. Her hands shake as she grips the letter, her breath coming in ragged gasps. Her reputation is ruined. Her son is gone. And Nathan finally left. For the first time in years, she is the one abandoned. There's a strange peace in irreversible decisions, a finality like closing a book that should have ended long ago. I grip the wheel, pulling onto a quiet street far from the life I used to know. Lucas sleeps in the back seat, peaceful for the first time in days. The hospital drained him, but he's here, safe, away from her. Bella stares at the letter, nails pressing into the paper. This isn't real. Nathan wouldn't leave. Lucas wouldn't leave. She grabs her phone. Nathan, where are you? Where's Lucas? We can talk about this. She hits send. No reply. Her breath quickens as she watches the empty screen. No typing bubble, no reassurance. A sharp pain stabs through her chest. He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to wait. Desperation fuels her as she speeds home. The house is dark, too still. A shiver runs down her spine as she rushes inside. Silence. Lucas? Nothing. She sprints up the stairs. His room, empty. Clothes missing. Stuffed animal gone. A sob rips from her throat as she stumbles into the master bedroom. Nathan's closet, bare, suitcase, pictures, all of it. Gone. Her legs give out, and she crumples to the floor. He really left, and there's nothing she can do to stop it. I pull into a motel parking lot, the hum of the engine the only sound. It's temporary, just until the apartment is ready. Lucas stirs, in his seat, small and safe, and relief washes over me. I almost lost him, and his own mother didn't care. I pull out my phone. The divorce is already in motion, but now I make sure Bella never has rights to Lucas again. She doesn't deserve him. The next morning, Bella hasn't moved. Her phone vibrates, a notification. She glances at the screen. Her follower count is dropping. The comments are brutal. Bella, you partied while your son was in the hospital. WTF is wrong with you? I used to respect you. This is disgusting. Her hands shake. Her perfect life is falling apart. She needs to fix this. She texts Nathan. Nathan, please, I made a mistake. Let's talk. Minutes pass, then an hour. No reply. Her pulse pounds. Nathan, I love you. Don't do this. Still nothing. For the first time, she is the one begging. I sip my coffee, scrolling through my phone. Bella's downfall is everywhere. I don't feel bad. I feel free. She tries calling. I delete the messages. Then I block her number. For the first time in years, I can breathe. Bella drives to Nathan's parents' house, desperation clawing at her. She pounds on the door. Nathan's mother answers, her expression cold. Please, I just need to talk to him. A pause, then, no, you don't. Bella blinks. You made your choices. Now live with them. The door closes, and for the first time, Bella understands. No one is coming to save her. The custody papers sit in front of me. My lawyer slides them over. This is it? I ask. She nods. Once you sign, Bella loses all rights. I stare at the documents. This should feel bigger. But all I feel is relief. I sign. And just like that, she's gone. Bella sits on the floor of her empty apartment, unread messages on her cracked phone screen. Then, a knock. Her heart leaps. She throws the door open. Not Nathan. A man in a suit hands her an envelope. Bella Carter? She nods. You've been served? Her hands tremble as she rips it open. Finalized custody agreement. Sole parental rights granted to Nathan Carter. Her breath catches. Her vision blurs. It's over. Lucas and I pull up to our new home. He peers out the window, eyes wide. This is where we're gonna live? I smile. Yeah, buddy. He grins. It looks happy. I ruffle his hair. It is. For the first time in a long time, I feel light. No anger, no tension, no Bella. Just us. And that's more than enough.